For all the kittens and cats looking for someone to love them and prevent the overpopulation that leads to so many dying, there's OAR. For all the people with big hearts but limited budgets who desire to do the right thing, there's OAR. For all the volunteers and donors who want their time and dollars to really make a difference in the lives of area cats, there's OAR. OAR is the Ohio Alleycat Resource and Spay Neuter Clinic, a nonprofit organization focusing solely on cats and their needs. Located in Cincinnati, Ohio, OAR's goal is to promote and implement humane methods of reducing cat overpopulation in the tri-state area. Founded in 1998, it was set up to help neighborhood stray cats like Penelope. The volunteers quickly recognized that although Penelope was safe and on her way to a loving home, there would never be enough families for other homeless cats like her unless something was done to get at the root of the problem, preventing cats having unwanted kittens to begin with. OAR sought to offer affordable spay-neuter services, to establish a resource center for people trapping, neutering, and returning wild or feral cats, and to provide a small adoption shelter for homeless ones. OAR's clinic is based on the Humane Alliance's successful model for significantly reducing euthanasia. OAR surgeons are trained to do high-quality, high-volume surgeries in order to offer the public the lowest possible spay-neuter costs. It's a method that has helped the Ohio Alleycat Resource and Spay Neuter Clinic achieve high goals from such humble beginnings.
I was coming out of a big box discount store, and this friend of mine from college was standing there with a table asking for money for this group called Ohio Alleycat Resource, and she told me that they wanted to make up a spay and neuter clinic for cats, and I said, that's ridiculous. They're never going to get that much money. But I gave her $20 anyway, and a couple of years later they had made it. They've got one now. It's really amazing. I love cats and my customers love cats, and so I donate a generous portion of the sales from the perfumes that I create to OAR. OAR is a tremendously caring organization. They do so much for the cats in a wonderful, wonderful way. But in addition to that, they're tremendous business people. They're very, very practical, and I know that every penny that I donate to OAR is going to go to help those cats and go in a smart way.
I knew millions of pets are put down every year, but it really hit home when a stray cat I had found, I took to a shelter, and 3 days later when I called to get her, they'd already put her down. And in the shelter's defense, they didn't have much choice because they only had space for about 50 cats and kittens, and they'd been dumped with over 350 cats and kittens in that month alone, in that county alone. So right then I started researching what would it take to set up some sort of low-cost spay-neuter service where people wouldn't even have to go to the clinic. We would come to them. And guess what? I found out it already existed. OAR was already doing everything that I felt a successful group should be doing to get at the root of the problem. Except they didn't have a website that specifically promoted their transport service, the Neuterville Express. So I created that website for them and set up a new transport location in Boone County to get started on the problem here. So needless to say, I'm really glad OAR exists.
In addition to affordable spay-neuter surgeries and other services for people who drive to the Cincinnati clinic, OAR makes surgery convenient for those outside of the city with the Neuterville Express transport service. Available vouchers, grants, and donations from other charities offer even more incentives for people to get their pet fixed, sometimes bringing down the cost of spaying and neutering to just $10.
The thing I like about this setup, this transportation system, is it's really close to home. I didn't have to drive very far, plus the cost is very effective. And I've heard good things, and that was really important to me because these cats are my children, and just to help out in the cause with cats being euthanized and all of that is such a shame when you can do something about it.
Gracie was dropped off at my house back in November of last year, and so I wanted to get her fixed, and I've lost $20,000 in income starting in January of this year. I really needed to find something that was going to save me some money, so I think it's wonderful. I'm thrilled to death to have it. I'm thrilled about the flea treatment and clipping her nails, so this is great. Great service. I really appreciate it, and especially in these economic times that we have right now, this is wonderful.
Another area where OAR supports the community is in educating and assisting the public public in Trap, Neuter, Return, or TNR. Traps, training, and a food bank are available for taking care of those cats who are not socialized to humans and considered feral.
OAR is a resource center for people who care about cats, who care for cats. It's like a one-stop shop for people who have backyard cat problems, who are maybe feeding cats in their backyard, don't know what to do. And we have an equipment loan program. We have traps, cages, carriers, and we offer training workshops for catching mama cat and getting her fixed at our Neuter Clinic. And we also have a small-scale cat food bank for people who are feeding cats. The resources we provide here at OAR help you become a good caretaker for the cats and also be a good neighbor.
We had a feral cat that had been visiting us, and we were concerned about his health and about his general well-being. And Oar was very helpful with some advice on how to catch him. We brought him in here, they took him immediately, and the entire clinic runs like a well-oiled piece of machinery. And I wanted to help because I knew that there was an opportunity with low-cost spay and neutering programs for them to remain outside in an environment that they're most comfortable with and not create additional problem population. It's a great place to volunteer.
The Ohio Alleycat Resource and Spay Neuter Clinic could not succeed as it has without the large number of dedicated, well-trained volunteers. Although the veterinarians, technical staff, and some office and outreach positions are paid, the board, bookkeeping, and other committees are entirely volunteer. From fundraisers and assisting in the office to caring for the cats at the shelter, OAR volunteers are dedicated to improving the lives of their feline friends.
I got involved with OAR because it was a small enough rescue to get involved easily, but big enough to make a difference in the community. We have a high-quality shelter that helps adopt out some well-adjusted, socialized animals into great homes. The coolest part about OAR is that many of the people that come in to adopt some of our kitties end up being longtime volunteers with us as well.
Both my husband and I got involved with OAR over a decade ago when we had seen an interview about the rescue and we had decided to adopt a kitten. Over the years, I think with all the different fundraising events that I've been involved with, we've probably raised well over $100,000. It's been really easy working with OAR, and the director is an unbelievable person. She's great with the cats, she's great with the people that are volunteer there. But the most rewarding thing is knowing that most of these cats end up finding their forever home and they find the love and care that they deserve. In fact, that first kitten that we adopted, Oliver, ended up being in an IMS print ad with my husband in nationally publicized magazine. He went from an unwanted kitten on the streets to basically a movie star.
OAR provides temporary shelter for homeless cats, empowers people to trap, neuter, return, and care for feral ones, and offers affordable spay-neuter services based on proven models of success. But cats and kittens don't know about models. They only know about those who model love, support, and attention. Join Ohio Alleycat Resource and Spay Neuter Clinic's donors and volunteers in helping to decrease the area's cat overpopulation problem and increase the quality of life for all of us.